Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope you are doing fine. Hope you are doing great. I just want to make it a quick one. I want to talk about violence, or I would say child abuse. I got a video, some pictures. I saw the video. I couldn't get the video, but I watched it, and finally I got the pictures. So I'm going to share the pictures with you on this short on this platform, on this short uh, discussion, or I'll say this little talk I want to say. So let's go there. So I was watching a video about a little boy that was being molested, that was being abused by a family. I would say his foster parents, or he was living there as a houseboy, or I don't know. I really didn't get the story, but the little one I was able to gather, the child was badly wounded. The little boy was badly wounded. So before I say anything, I want to show you, this is the lady that did this to this guy. You can see the lady, and she's carrying the child in her hands, and I believe the child is her child. Then she's living with her husband, and this is she and her husband being held by the police. That is the husband. They are both caught and handcuffed by the police. So if I show you the picture of the little boy that was being abused, you will shed tears. If you are a mother, you are going to shed tears. Okay, if you are a mother, you are going to shed tears because I believe you have conscience. So that is the little boy. So before I continue, before I say what I want to say something. If you are the way the society is now, the way the world is turning into, if you are a mother, I want to advise, there is poverty, severe one. There are a lot of people, they can't even eat one square meal. There are a lot of people, they can't even take care of themselves, not to talk of taking care of their children. Fine, we understand. The way the situation is now is giving your children out to someone, even your own blood sister, can still treat your child the way this lady has treated this little boy. Even though that person is your blood sister, you are the senior or he's your senior, please, whatever thing it will take you, even though you are eating once in a day, whatever thing that it will take you to keep that child by you, to keep that child with you, it is your child. For you to keep your own child with you, please do it. Even though it's garri people are soaking, even though it's just one square meal people are eating a day, keeping your child will be the best thing you will ever do. I know there are a lot of poverty, there are a lot of people that can't even help themselves, they can't take their children to school, even to even put on their to even tie ordinary wrapper. It's very difficult. Fine. But if you have a child and take your child to someone else and they did this to your child, if he doesn't make it, you will lose that child. If you doesn't make it, if the family you have taken your child to are this kind of husband and wife people are just watching now, if the child is not lucky enough, he will lose his life and you will lose that child. And once that child dies, you will never see that child again. A lot of abuses on children, they are there. A lot of children that they take out from their parents to give to someone to take care of. They are the way they are abusing those children. You will beat. Wait, so I want to ask a question. You will go to someone else and beg that person, please give me your child. I need someone to help me. Even when the mother of that child is saying no, you will do everything to convince that woman to release his or her child to you. And you will make a hell of promises on that child. At the end of the day, you will take that child to your house. take that child to wherever you want to take that child to. At the end of the day, you will not send that child to school. You will enslave that child. Maybe you will send that child to be hawking for you. You will not put that child in the school. You will not enroll or register that child in any school. You will just keep that child to be used there while your own children are going to school. Your own children are attending school, going to school every day. But you keep someone else's child in your house and you are maltreating that child, and you made a lot of promise to the parents that you are going to send the child to school, you are going to do everything for that child, and at the end of the day, you are keeping that child in your house, making that child not to achieve what he's supposed to achieve, and maybe that child is the kind of child that want to go to school, that want a good life. Because of the promises you have made to the parent, the child will be happy to go with you, to follow you to your own house. At the end of the day, you will not fulfill the promise you have promised the parents of that child. You will enslave that child. You will enslave that child, a child that is not yours, someone else's child. You will enslave that child. The child will be the one to wash your clothes, a little boy or a little girl, whatever sex that child is. That is not what we are saying now. What we are saying now, whoever that child might be, either is a female child or a male child, you have taken from his parents to go and give to someone else. You take the child from his parents and take to your own house to be helping you. At the end of the day, you will be enslaving that child. Do you have conscience? Do you have a heart? Are you a human being? You will take you will take iron, a pressing iron. You will plug it on the electricity. Excuse me. The iron will not get heated, and you will not place the iron on someone's skin. You will put that iron on someone's skin and burn that person. A child that is not yours, even your own child, no matter what your child will do to you, you will ever do that to your child. Some parents, they don't even raise their hands on their children. Your own child that you carried in your womb for 9 months, and you give birth to that child, no matter what your child will do to you, you will take a pressing iron, hit the iron, and use it to burn your child. You will not do it to your child. If you don't have the heart to do it to your child, then why would you have the heart to do it to someone else's child? Why would you have the heart to do it to someone else's child? Please, mothers, I know there is suffering. A lot of people cannot eat 3 square meals, not talk of even 1. It is better you keep your child than someone else's will render your child useless for you. There is a story. There is another case which I witnessed when the little girl was staying with someone. She doesn't even know. It doesn't even know that family. Someone just introduced this woman to the mother of this child, and they wanted to take the child. And this woman promised this family that I'm going to send her to school. I will do this. I will do that. I will do that. At the end of the day, he did not enroll that child in any school. A little girl of 5 years. She's 9 years old. That little 9 years old girl will be the one to wash this woman's clothes, wash her husband's clothes, wash her children's clothes. She will send that child to go to the market to go and buy things. And when that child mistakenly go out and misplace money, either the change they are giving to her, she misplaced the change, or the money that the woman gave to her to go and buy the items, or she misplaced it. Any of these two, the girl will be afraid to come home, because if he comes home, now die. The woman will torture her. The woman will torture a child that is not yours. A child that is not yours. You can have the heart to beat that child. Use a pressing iron to burn the skin of a little child. That person is a demon. It's not a human being at all. That person is do you know what they say? Somebody is a demon. That person is a demon. It's not a human being. So I'm telling you, if you are a mother, please it's better you should start keeping your children with you. Because when your child come back, the situation you will find your child, you yourself, you will not forgive yourself. And that person that will come and take you will be so innocent. You will think that this person is sent from heaven. You don't know that this is a devil's incarnate. Someone that will have the heart to deal with someone's child like that. Even your own child, you will not do that to your own child. You will do it to someone else's child. That person is a demon. That person is a demon. I want you to see this little boy, and you people should judge this, what I'm saying. Please, if you are watching this video, share it. People should stop giving their children out, no matter what. No matter what. See, look at my fingers, are they equal? They're not equal. They say all fingers are not equal. You must not be what Mr. A is. Mr. A must not be Mr. B. Mr. B must not be Mr. C. God has created each and every one of us in different ways. You can see not everybody in this world is wealthy. Not everybody in this world is rich. Not everybody is rich. Not everybody is wealthy. There are some people that will stay from the day God created it till the day they will die. They will not even mold one block. There are some people who God created from the day they were born till the day they die. They don't even know where they are selling a bicycle. Common bicycle. There are some people till the day they born, the day God created them. Their mother gave birth to them in this world until the day God called them. They don't even know where they are selling a car. So everybody is not the same. God has created each and every one of us in a different ways. If you don't make it, you don't kill yourself. I don't blame anybody, because if you cannot help yourself and the plans you have for your children, you couldn't fulfill it all the days of your life till the day the person God will call that person, or the day the person will die, he will not be happy with his or herself. So when someone else comes to you and say, oh, can I please take your child? I want to help you to take care of your child. I want to help you to train your child. You will be happy to do it, because you want a good future for your children. You want a good future for your child. That is why you are giving it out. You thinking that person you are giving your child to will be the one that will help you bring up that child, and maybe that child probably will now come and grow, and that child will probably now be your helper, will not come and bring you out from that slump, from that poverty. By the end of the day, that person that is taking your child will not fulfill the promises he has made in your house. He will now want to render that child useless. Right? We want to render that person useless. So just watch and see this fine little boy. The way this woman has taught. Oh God, if you see this child, if you are a mother or you are a father, you are watching this video, if you have a conscience, tears will come out from your eyes. Just watch. You can see that little boy. Are you seeing that? Did you see that boy? Do you see the way can you see all over that boy? See the body? You see what that woman did to that little boy? A child that is not yours. A child that you went to the family and begged them before you took him from them. Look at the way you have turned the skin of that little boy. God will not forget anybody. If you are a man, you are a woman, you have gone to someone else's house to go and take his child and promise that person heaven and earth, and at the end of the day, you are not fulfilling your promise. At the end of the day, you are not doing that thing that you have promised that family that you want to do. At the end of the day, you are making life a living hell for that child. God will not forgive you. And don't forget, karma will always come, because you have children. You might not give your children out to someone else. You might not send your children to someone else because you are able to take care of them, but at the end of the day, those children will disappoint you, because you have treated someone else's child like a slave. You have enslaved someone else's child. Your children that you think that they will be that thing that you are, that thing that you think you want your children to be, that children that you have been spending all the money you have on, thinking they will come out. Hey, you will come out and say, this man, my son, is a graduate, he's a do this one. At the end of the day, that little child that you have maltreated, that you have enslaved in your house, might one day leave your house and find favor outside and be more better than your children that you have enslaved him because of them. I've seen it A lot of times I've seen it. You will take someone else's child, you will not send that child to school, you will keep that child, you will do all the house chores. He will be the one to wash the dishes, he will be the one to wash the clothes, he will be the one to mop the floor, he will be the one to run errands, he will do every house chores. He will everything that is needed to do in that house. That person will do it. At the end of the day, you will not send that person to school. He will be there, your children will be going to school. Their children will be going to school. You will, that one that you have got to take, that you even knelt, you put your 2 knees on the ground before you took him or her. That one, they say, is there in the Bible, they say, a rejected stone will one day be a chief cornerstone. It is always like that. It always comes out that way. It always comes out that way. That child that you think you are ridiculing, you think you are messing his future, you are messing his life. A day will come. That child will leave you. Let me just share a little story. There's a lady, he got married to this guy. And this guy, the lady couldn't get pregnant for this guy. So finally, the guy was maltreating this girl. Not because he doesn't love this girl, but because he's fed up. He has been married to this lady for a very long time. They have been there for like 3, 4, 5, 6, from, let me say, up to 5, 6, 7 years. No, up to 5 years. They have not gotten any child. So the man was devastated. The man was angry. He was thinking, maybe let me go and sleep with one girl outside to get pregnant for me. I don't care. I love my wife. She can be there. I can pregnant any girl outside and bear children bear children outside my marriage. It doesn't matter. I don't want her to go. I don't want to chase her. I love her. At the end of the day, he was maltreating this girl, and this girl was seeing the maltreat. This guy was maltreating him. At the end of the day, something happened. Where he was working, they now sent him to travel to America. Before he came back, he wrote. The husband had a best friend. I think they were childhood friends. They attended the same university together. This guy now traveled to America because the girl was so tired of the marriage. And when the guy was going to America, he never told her that he was going to America. It was that same morning that he was leaving to America. He just said, after packing his bag, when he wanted to take his bag and leave, that was when he was telling the wife, I'm traveling to America. You know where you can get money for your upkeep. I will be there in 3 weeks. I will come back in 3 weeks. The girl was so tired. That cannot be in the. I slept with this man. We have been in this. He never told me he was traveling. Then she decided to go out of the marriage. She now informed his first, the husband's friend, that I'm tired of this marriage. I'm leaving this marriage. And the guy ran and came to the house. I was begging this guy, please don't go. He loves you. Be patient. We will talk to him. This blah blah blah. At the end of the day, he now seduced that guy. The guy now slept with her. The husband's best friend now slept with her, and she got pregnant. So what are we saying here? It means that the fault is from the man. The man could not get her pregnant. He only slept once with his husband's friend, and immediately he got pregnant. She got pregnant. And all these years, the man has been maltreating her because she couldn't get pregnant. So that is not what I'm saying here. This lady now went home. This guy, now she now had this child. When the guy came back, there was, the love came back. Oh, my wife is pregnant, he had the child. Before the child was, after 5 years, he now started disturbing the guy again for the guy to sleep with her so that she can get pregnant. You can imagine, see, she gave birth to that one. All these years, the child now became 5 years old. She never got pregnant again. She now want that guy to sleep with her again so that she can have another child. So that she will have another child in the marriage. What happened? On the guy's way to answer the girl, to go to meet the girl in the hotel where they booked. What happened? The guy had an accident. He died. He ghost left the body and went to, Bible says when a man dies, the next one is judgment. That's what the Bible says. That was exactly what happened to this guy. He faced his judgment, and God sent him back again to the world to come and make his way right. He now came back. That was how it happened. He didn't die. So after this issue now, He now went to a pastor. The pastor now told him, you have to make restitution, whatever thing you know, whatever sin you know you have committed, whatever thing you know, you have to make restitution. You have to make things right, like the way, like your revelation, the revelation you are telling me now, or the trance or whatever, what happened, I wasn't there. That is what it meant, because he went to the pastor to explain everything and say, I want you to explain to me what this meant. And the man told him that this is, you have to go and break restitution, you have to make your way right, you know. He explained to him. He now came back home and confessed to the wife. The problem started. The wife told her, you have to go and tell your friend, you can't keep this, since that is what you want to make things right. He said, oh, I cannot do it. He said, yeah, you have to do it. Because you say you want to make things right, you have to do it. Then they now went there to tell the guy. What happened? The guy shot his friend, shot his own wife, shot himself on the head. Foolishly of him, he shot his friend on the hand, shot his own wife on the hand. He shot himself on the head. That was how he died. The family of the man, they didn't allow the lady to come into the house again. That was how they drove her out. She now went to her friend's place, told her friend, I was going to go back to that guy. Why did the guy go to confess? Why did the guy open? Why did the guy go to tell, you know, he has ridiculed, he has ruined her life, you know, he was saying a lot of things, you know. So, what happened? The friend had said, don't do that. Let's find a way to solve this issue. Let me cut this story short, because it's like the story is getting too long. This lady now went to the guy. Say, you started this whole thing. You went to tell my husband, and this is what happened. I can't suffer this alone. The wife was bragging, hey, you must leave this house. Hey, I don't want to see you this house. You must go away. Before you know, the man took the wife into the bedroom, went to console the lady. Before he came back, the lady left the child and left. That was how suffering started from that little girl. In her own father's house. In her own father's house, the woman started maltreating that girl, maltreating her till she grew up. Do you know what? See, a lot of things happen in this world that me and you that is say that we are too holy, we are too righteous, that we have conscience, we have a heart. There are people that don't have hearts. There are people, they don't have heart like us, like me and you have. No, I don't even know who I'm talking to. Let me talk about myself. There are people that don't have conscience. They don't even have a heart. There's no heart in here. They don't have it. They maltreated this girl. This girl suffered all her days in the house. The lady now, because the man will always tell her, don't do this to her. It's no good. She's our family. She's that. She's this. Do you know what the lady did? Because the guy was rich. She knew when this guy dies, I can inherit his property and I'm okay. He poisoned the husband. The husband died. The children didn't even know that he was the one that poisoned the husband. What am I saying? This girl now, after poisoning the husband, when the husband died, he drove this girl out of the house. This girl now went outside. A lady picked her. She was selling bread. The lady told her, I'm going to be paying you 2,500 naira every month. This woman did not pay. This girl will hawk bread every day. When he hawk, he will give this woman the money that she sold. The next day again, she will go continue until a day some guys tried to rape her and she ran away. She threw the bread and she got home. She expected, the woman said, how can you throw my bread away? You are telling me story. Before you know, the argument started. Before you know, they drove her again. She now went to meet a guy, one other guy again, because she was about to be raped. It was in the night. This guy now rescued her and took her home. Before you know, they started dating. That was how she started dating this guy. And this guy used to buy drugs for people to eat, and he will be owing people. So now they now beat this guy because he was owing them money. At the end of the day, what happened? The guy now told the girl, the girl now told the guy, you should stop this thing. He went to beg those people. Somebody came to call, your boyfriend is fighting. And she went there, she was begging. What happened? She begged and they left this guy. When they go to the guy, say, you have to do prostitution. That is the only way we can survive in this house. The guy said, if she doesn't do it, she's going to drive her away. And she doesn't want to go out there to face what she was facing. She had to accept this guy. She started prostituting. At the end of the day, what happened? The first day she went to that, because she doesn't want to sleep with any other man, mistakenly she found a cocaine in the excuse me guys, excuse me. I always have a running nose. So he now put the cocaine inside the wine the man was drinking. Then the man slept off. He took the man's money and ran. That was how he was doing it. He was not sleeping with those guys he was going to meet. What she does, she just take the drugs and she take off. At the end of the day, he now met a chief that he drugged the chief, took the chief's little luggage. He was putting money. She never knew what was inside the luggage because the luggage was locked. And he took the money and she ran away. When they broke the bus, it was $100,000. So that was how they were rich. And the news came out, and at the end of the day, through this CCTV camera, they found her, and they started looking for her. They found out that she was the one that drugged the chief. Before you know, they announced it on the television that they are looking for so person. That who's anybody that sees her, they are going to compensate that person with so amount. What happened? The guy saw the news. He never told this girl. He took off. He ran away. What happened? This girl suffered. Police now came and took her to the prison. She served 10 years. And already she was pregnant. The guy knew she was pregnant. He took this girl they took the child of the girl after delivering in the prison. They took the child of the girl to motherless babies home so that the child will have good environment, good health. That was how she adopted her child. She suffered. She now, luckily for her, after serving the 10 years, the place, because she never have a family, she don't have nowhere to go. The head of the warden now gave her an address where she went, and from there she got a job as a cleaner in the hotel. She started working in the hotel. That was how she saved money and went to write her exams and passed. Got admission to the university and read law. She became a lawyer at last. So that is what I'm trying to say. If you are maltreating any other person's children, those is his father's wife, his stepmother, those his children. That if I tell you what those children did to this girl, at the end of the world, none of them were educated, none of them went to school. The same children you were using to maltreat the girl, none of them. I'm coming to conclusion on this abuse we are saying now. This lady the children never went to school. This girl came out and became a lawyer. So if you are maltreating anybody's child, a lot of karma will come. That is what I'm trying to say. In all this story I've just been narrating since, that one day will come. That person's child, you think you are doing this, you don't want to send it to school, you are enslaving him or her, you're making him to go and hawk, do this for you, do that for you. One way or the other, God will bless that child. Your own children will be useless to you. That was exactly what happened in this story I'm narrating. None of the children, do you know that the two children were senior to this girl because they were already born before the mother got pregnant with the father and gave birth to her. The one that is her immediate senior sister was the one that was working under her as her secretary. This life that me and you are thinking that this life is too big is very small. Like this, chicken thing like this word they are saying so is very small. That is what I'm saying. If you are abusing anybody, be careful. Be careful, because you don't know what tomorrow will be. If you are abusing anybody's child, you don't know what tomorrow will be. Any child that you know is not your child, any child you know is not for you, even though that person is not related to you, it's not your child, it's not even your sister. You have to treat people right. Don't come out and think because you know how to speak big English, or maybe you went to one university, or if you didn't even attend one, you are just lying. Maybe because you can speak big grammar. Then you think anybody you see, you make like this. You talk to people the way you like. You rubbish people the way you like. And shit no got me for national. You dey think say you get everything. That person that you are ridiculing, you don't know what that person will be tomorrow. That person you are bringing down, or that person you are looking down on, you don't know how that person will be tomorrow. You are just making bebe. We have to be careful the way we treat people. We have to be careful the way we handle people. So, in a conclusion, what I'm trying to say, that lady became a lawyer and she got married to a very wealthy guy. Who did she get married to, by the way? The hotel she was working, the hotel she was working, where she gathered money, she saved money to go to school. They sold the hotel. The manager that was managing the hotel was one that now later bought the hotel. And that manager that now later bought the hotel now became the now no the manager was one that now bought the hotel. He was the one that later got married to this guy. And do you know the surprising thing? The husband later became the governor of that state. So what are we saying here? You don't see people, you think because maybe you are better than that person that moment. You are not even thinking the day that will break tomorrow, what is going to become. You are not even thinking of that one. Eh? You think you are on top of the whole world. You have everything. You don't know what tomorrow will tell you. You don't know what tomorrow will come out to be. And what happened? The stepmother, he died like a chicken. She had when she heard that the girl won, the husband of that this girl, her husband won the election, that she's going to be the first lady of that state. She now had heart attack and died like a chicken. So I'm telling you that is going to people's house to take people's children because you want them to come and serve you, and you will go there and you will promise them that this is what you will do. You promise everything. At the end of the day, you will treat that child like a slave. You will treat that child like nothing. Let me tell you, that child will come out one day to become the governor of your state, or the governor of any state, or he might become a billionaire, or even one day rule that country that you are in. So we should learn to treat this story I'm saying now, or this video I'm just making now. I'm just saying generally, whether you are um, whether you are going out, whether you are taking someone's child, or you're not taking someone's child to come to your house to come and enslave them. But what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is this: anybody you see, don't look down on them, even though it's a newborn baby. A newborn baby that they are carrying in the hand like this. Don't look down on anybody. Let everybody be equal. Like the Bible said, love your neighbor as you have loved yourself. That is what the Bible said. Love your neighbor as you have loved yourself. Let everybody be equal to you. Don't think because you have a car and this don't have a car, you think you are better than that person. Now lie you are not, because you don't know what that person, whether the car you are riding now is a mattress bus, and that person is going to be riding Hummer Jeep tomorrow. You don't know. So guys, try to share this video. I love you all. Don't forget to share my video. If you are watching on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to, the bell. Press it there so that whenever I upload any video, so you can see my video. So, if you're watching on Facebook, please like my video. Like it. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Bye.